Wait a minute. I don't have a number 7. Where's my number 7? I know I don't have a back.
No, it's. What is what we're talking about? We'll get to number 6 on today.
Is this part of number 6 here? You know, that donation from the EDC?
No, the donation from the EDC is totally different than this. This is the final act. Yeah, that's the final act. That's when we put, I'm not gonna say the nail in the coffin, that wouldn't be appropriate, but we're trying to put this thing to bed. We really are.
I'll make a motion to accept these minutes.
Okay, most been made that we accept these minutes. And it's been seconded. Any other questions? Question. All in favor? We got a unanimous one, Angela. Motion carried. Okay. I can't remember your first name, I'm sorry.
Jennifer.
Jennifer wants to speak to y'all about Affleck. And I wanted Jennifer to come in here and do it because I could do it, but there's so many times people think shady stuff is going on. So I want her to explain this to you in her own terminology. It's very, very simple. If you don't mind.
Do any of y'all, because I'm supposed to explain it to you guys what it is. Yeah. Y'all have it for your jobs? Then you know that when it's through your job, it's a payroll deduction. It's your money that pays the bill. That's what I'm here to tell you. The city is going to be receiving a bill from Aflac. It's not the city's money. It is the employee's money. It's July 1 effective. So in August, the city will receive a bill from Aflac, and they're going to write the check, but it's with the employee's money. So that's basically all I'm here to tell you. They were concerned that you would think that they're spending city money. It's not city money. You will see on their checks an Aflac deduction. So it's pretty much that simple. Any questions?
Bless your heart.
Well, I'm just, I mean, this is nothing to do with y'all. I mean,
I know,
it
but
does not involve the
is. We
city
have to
council.
live under
And
duress of people who.
I know. Hey, I've been here before. I've been in front of
It's
y'all.
hard to get back.
It's you don't want to know my opinion. Sorry.
Yes, we do.
Big crowns and paper would be great for y'all sometimes. But seriously, they just did not want you thinking that you're using city money. It is the employee's money. So when the check is written off the city check, it's not your money.
Do you need a police escort out?
No, I don't. I have this one.
Okay.
Keep my protection.
Very good.
Thank you.
You're
Thank you.
welcome.
I'm appreciative that you
You're gonna
did.
pay me back for this. That's all
See,
right.
now you're talking about paying again. See? You were doing good. Thank you. Thanks for coming by. Appreciate
Yeah,
y'all.
no kidding. Thanks.
For humoring us, yeah.
All right, so, anyway, the employees that have signed up for it, I don't think I need to go into the details or go into their names, but that's what's going on with that. You'll see it on the check written record, but if you look maybe a couple of lines below, a little bit below, you'll also see a deposit from the same employees. It's just gonna be a wash, but I want her to do it, never mind. All right, consider that action on check written register for the month of June.
Yes.
What line?
19. I guess we're back in the same computer or something, software or something like that, for $291.
That's for judge's toner and draft pouring ticket printer, like ink or a toner for his ticket.
Okay. 21 J&S Sandy Gravel for $755.
Yes. And then if you look at number 22, EDC paid half of that.
Okay.
And what was it for again?
That was reworking the ramp to the parking lot out here.
For EDC.
And my understanding is that the gentleman that did that work come back and reworked it for nothing, and we paid for the materials.
Pay for materials, he did the lay through and the labor cost. The first one.
He did it for free.
Yeah.
He guaranteed his work.
25 petty cash for 184.
Yes. I had to reimburse someone that had purchased some things for the city, and I had to reimburse them for that, and then had to get, restocked up on petty cash. So that's why it's that amount.
And 20, the only thing I have to say about 23.
Let me see what you got.
Is that
Okay,
hit?
I think I know what that is.
Okay.
Well, I know exactly what it is.
Hold on. Let me explain it to you. Let me make this perfectly clear. When I call you council members and I ask your opinion on something and you don't give it to me, I'm gonna do it the way I wanna do it. I called you, you said you wouldn't pay it. I called him, he said he would pay it. I called Miss Draws, she didn't wanna talk. I called Miss Jordan, we didn't get an answer because we didn't really wanna call you to work. I called you, I didn't get an answer. So I split the difference and said do it.
Kim, for future reference, can we put something on the meeting for next time to discuss a cap of what we can spend
Sure can.
for animal control?
Right, because I'm gonna tell you, let me tell you
Oh,
something else.
I don't know.
Right, but let me tell you something
You
else.
have-
This month here, well, I'm just saying, this month here, we picked up, how many already, Officer Potter? About 3 or 4?
Oh, I don't know. Probably.
He was even transporting them in his car. But yeah, if you wanna put a cap on Jackie Pick, that's fine, but,
I'm talking about maybe a cap per animal. I mean, $150 is a lot of money for the city to handle. I mean, I'm not saying the animal's not worth it. Don't give me, I'm not trying to say I'm not an animal, but I have a dog of my own. But when we're spending the city's money and the city is on limited, funds, I think somewhere or another we got to put a cap on.
Is there anything in the budget for animal? I don't remember what's in the budget
If
for
it
that.
is, that probably ate up about 3/4, well, maybe
Yeah, I don't know if
3/4,
there is
probably
or
a
not
quarter of
this
it.
year.
Yeah. If there is, it
I
probably.
don't-
Does everybody here know what that expense is about?
I know there was a dog hit,
There
she
was a
was
dog
home,
hit,
and she was
and
on her way that way
The
already.
dog was severely injured by being hit with a car and was inside the city limits. And I okayed that because, I think that was our obligation. And, we discussed this animal control issue.
Well, but we didn't discuss a pre-event fee. I
Do
mean,
you think that's excessive for $150? I think she gets some kind of deals on that.
I think, just leave us a big
If
face.
it's my money, $150 is our city's money, $150 is a lot when we don't, we're rather scrutinize deals. I mean, I've had dogs taken care of cheaper than that for a stray.
But what do you mean, euthanizing the dog?
I'm just saying they've been taken care of for cheaper than that.
But that lady made herself very clear that she had.
This is gonna be a dead end road, that's
Yeah.
all.
Okay.
Well, I'm
We'll-
just saying I agreed with it.
Okay.
I agreed with taking care of the dog, so.
All right, so we'll agree to put this on the agenda for further discussion. We'll check the
Yeah,
budget.
let's do that,
And see
Mayor.
where it's at.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
Let's put that on.
Then we'll go from there.
Make another.
Any other questions? Check regression.
Are you done, Lee? I got
I'm
some
done.
questions if you're done. Number 6, the tires or whatever, is there a reason we're taking that out of the general fund? Does the police fund not take care of any of that, or?
I don't know, was he gonna repay us for that?
Which one?
For those pot number
Number
6, for the tires?
Billy's tired.
Number
I
6.
was under the impression, now don't get me wrong, I was under the impression that he bought all the tires out of this thing. That's what I was under the impression, because he bought the fire chief 4 tires, correct?
Does that have any relation to 26, the deposit for 261? I know the money's a little bit off by about $10, if that's something else.
No, that's something else.
I don't know, I would talk to him about that one, I didn't see that one.
Okay.
I believe that's when he went up, wait a minute, hold on. Father,
Yeah.
was that for your tires, or was that for when you had to take it up here and have some work done?
Which one?
Number 6.
Well, he doesn't have the thing.
Oh,
It's 261.
it was from that Billings tire.
That's the front end, the four-wheel alignment on it.
Okay, that wasn't the tires, that was the alignment and all that other stuff. Okay. that's-
No. It wasn't the tires, it was the mount and balance four-wheel alignment. So, to mount the tires, but not the tires.
Cause he paid for the tires himself.
Tires are on a separate deal.
Right, and he bought the fire department a set of tires that are out there in the bay right now.
Okay.
All right, yeah. So, it was for the maintenance, basically, of the vehicle.
And number 9, for mowing, was that for the 4th of July event?
Let me see. No, that's for here.
Off city.
That's Gennaro. The same guy who did all the work for you, that's
City
for
property?
city property, yeah.
Number 16, the travel, whose travel was that?
Mine.
Okay, thank you. And number 36, is police supplies cable for something, again, why does the police fund not that money come out of the police fund instead of the general fund?
He might be gonna pay us back for that. We had to order that off the internet, so I had to put it on the credit card, but, he's probably gonna reimburse us for that.
And the only reason I'm asking about those is because, you know, our funds are low.
Yeah.
So we need to watch where everything is going.
Well, I guarantee you his funds are lower. He spends what he can when he can. I mean, like I said, he bought everybody new tires to include himself. That busted him.
I don't have any other questions.
Anybody else?
I do. That number 3, 4, and 19, that East Texas copier. I know we have the rental.
Which one
Okay.
specifically?
3419.
Okay, number 3
Everybody just talked about that too.
was for copy paper, and ink for my printer, and ink for Chief Redgill's printer. Number 4 is just for the copies. That's, the monthly fee that we pay for that. And then what other number were you asking?
19.
This one you've already explained, Angela.
Okay, yeah, that's the judge's toner and Officer Draftcorn for his ticket printer.
Any questions on that one?
No, I mean, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm doing something different. This is your paperwork for your rental for the community center. Here.
I've got a copy right here.
Anybody got any other questions for the check regression?
I make a motion to accept it.
Okay, motion been made to accept the, I need a second.
Second.
There's been motion second that we accept check regression. Any other question?
I'm sorry, who's second?
I'm sorry, I did.
Okay,
You got it?
I got it now, I'm sorry, I couldn't hear.
Okay. Any other questions? All in favor?
No.
You-
Opposed?
Okay, three and all opposed are the same? Are you opposed or you just not doing it?
I'm opposed.
And Ms.
Okay.
Jordan, are you opposed?
I didn't hear you ask. Those opposed,
Did you,
sorry.
so you are for it, Ms. Jordan? Okay.
Okay. 4 and 1 then,
Okay, I got it.
carried. All right, next thing. Boy, and I'm sitting there looking for this paperwork, I just had it in my hand. Yeah. Okay. The next is consider to take action to award TXCDBG project number blah, 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 community center, air conditioning and plumbing, to Stonebridge Heating and Air Conditioning in the amount of $62,647.14 minus the change order of $14,766.58, leaving a total of $47,880.56. I just had that thing in my hand. Anyway. I wish the fire chief was here.
Mayor,
That
can
would
you
be,
explain what the change order was?
If you'll let me, if you'll let me. That was, what that is the difference between, from what I gather, the difference between using one type of material and using another type of material. If he was here, he could tell you exactly what it is, but that's what the change order is. It's a very minute thing. We found it would be cheaper to use another material instead of the more expensive material. And that's what makes the $14,000 difference. That's the only thing it is. It's cheaper for us. And I have a copy of the change order. I had it in my hand a while ago. I don't know where to give it.
It's instead of going marble, we're going
Right.
something.
It's just a material thing. That's all it is. That's what the whole change order is about. We need to vote on that and have it in the minutes so that, it says change order on top of it. We need to vote on that and have it in the minutes so that, we don't offend, that we don't offend, we don't take the wrong procedures as far as this whole contract thing is concerned.
Really won't move forward unless we act on it.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Is this in the materials? This is the difference in cost in the materials used?
That's correct.
Yeah, it's the difference in using one kind of material versus another. And then, you know, the fire chief, he found out a cheaper way to do it.
And this is for bathrooms and the heating and air conditioning.
Right. Now, Shalina, see if he's out there. He can explain a whole lot better. I mean, he's firstly, he's still not out there?
Now, he'll come back in here when he gets here.
Check it out. I know because he wanted to do his dissertation. You're absolutely right. But that's not till later. But I want him to get a real good understanding of folks exactly what we're doing.
If he's not out there, can we come back to this
If
item?
you want to table it till he gets here, that's fine.
Would y'all like to find out what that is? And, I mean, that's a pretty good savings, I'd like to hear. You know?
$75.
He often runs over to the Berryville City Council.
Yeah, I know, because it's at the same night, but he's not going, he's been a little under the weather, believe me, he'll be here. He's, that's what happens when you have on so many hats, you know?
We'll come back to it, like, do that with the dissertation like you're talking about.
Well, if y'all want to just, I'll take a motion to
Well, I can make a comment about it.
table this until y'all want to, until he gets back to
I mean,
Spain.
until he comes back, even if it's, when he reads his, what is it?
I just want to make a note of the fact that
The fire report.
the EDB is going to be subsidizing half of this cost, which is roughly $23,440 that we have allocated out of our funds to help the community center be finished.
You had to put your little 2 cents in there, didn't you?
Well, you need to fill up some dead space. Anyway, we could sit here and needle this to death as to what the difference is in material, but we need to expedite this whole situation.
Why don't
Oh,
we just
oh, I'm
have the
not
fire
saying that.
chief give us an explanation later, and we can go ahead and vote on it,
Yes.
and you need to proceed.
I mean, it's a savings, I'm for it, I just
Yeah.
would like to know.
Okay, well, give me a motion.
I'm for it. So,
Yeah, I'm for it.
motion.
I make a motion that we accept the change order and the final bid to do the community center heating and air conditioning and the plumbing.
Good.
I'll second it.
And he's seconded. Any other question, all in favor? Got a live one there, all of them.
And I do want him to explain that when he comes back in for the
Right.
fire report.
Right. I mean, you know, fire chief, he's always looking
Oh,
for a way to.
I think it's great, that's
To cut it
15
down.
grand.
Yeah, now let me explain to you now. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not. Let me explain to you what this is gonna do. This will put in the bathrooms and the heating and air conditioning. So that should meet the state requirement. And then, depending on the money situation and whatever else that we go through, we can slowly add on to the building.
Kind of gets out of governmental control.
Right, pretty much. Pretty much. That's a good way to put it. Thank you, because I had some choice words for them this morning. But anyway, that would do that. So don't be expecting to go in there and see like Cinderella palace or something. It's not gonna be that. You're gonna have heating, air conditioning, and a place to use the bathroom. But we still gonna have a grand opening. I've still got this guy that I met in the emergency room who's gonna come and sing Buddy Holly for us. And is Inez? Inez is gonna be the first one to rent that building out like it is, free. Period. It's gonna be a historical moment. So that's what's gonna happen.
Will the ceilings be in?
I know the ceiling over the bathroom will be in.
Okay.
I don't know about the rest when they come out, moving lights, come on. We can talk about that later.
Okay, that's fine.
All right, but it'll be there. So they're looking at 30 to 35 days completion. And it'll be up to y'all to decide how you want to finish doing it. I've got contractors right now talking about they will come in and finish the building for us and finance it to us. That's what you want. Or you want to wait, you just get your little monies together here and just put in a piece at a time, put in a piece at a time. However, and after November, like I said, it'll be y'all's decision on how y'all want to participate. You all. All right, let's move on. I think you got my meaning. Payment to TCMC. How do I do this one, Angela? Because of the contract, we fell about $4,000 short. They presented me with a bill, and that is to end the contract with TCMC. That is the contractor. That's the same one. We paid roughly $10,000 for on-site trailer, which only thing I saw out there was a truck. But anyway, okay, Don, we had to pay that, so I paid it. And at the end of the day, not the end of the day, but at the end of the contract, we're supposed to get that $1,165 when all paperwork is done, every agency is out of our way. We're supposed to get that $1,000 and some back. Okay, so we did owe that money. That was a justified debt. That was one that caught me off guard because I actually had the people from Grant Works come here to meet with me face to face. Catherine Durant, their representative up here in what is it? The river right up here? I mean, Lake Tawaki, up in that area.
Oh, yeah.
We had had Alan from the contractor. We sat down and had a meeting about this $4,000, and it was a justified debt. So we went on and paid that. And like I said, that $1,000, we're supposed to be getting that back once all the paperwork is done and everybody's clear. So we'll be getting $1,000 back. Any other questions? All right, let's go to the next one. Here we go. Discuss and act upon fishing ordinance. Does everybody have a copy of that in their little handout? See, I had that thing too, Mike. I don't know what's going on with me here.
You have the community center rental agreement here, but you didn't need that back.
I got this. Now here's the ordinance right here. Here's the ordinance that John proposed. However, well, let me start off by saying this. I had Shalina, I didn't have Shalina, me and Shalina both were out there taking pictures of this, the sides of the bridges and stuff. And I guess word has got out, because they're pretty clean. We didn't get a chance to go back after the 4th of July, but the pictures that we took before the 4th of July was right down there on your road on both sides. And they were relatively clean. I'm going to say this for the last time. The news woman or whatever that interviewed me got it wrong. I did not say I paid 30 different people to clean up that park. I said I paid several different people to clean up that park. And that is a common thing. On Monday, we'll go by some of the, I'll say, less fortunate people. We'll go by and say, hey, look, we'll give you, well, we're going to have some money in our kitty today. We'll give you, you and your friends $20 to go out there and clean up the park. Clean up the bridge. They'll go do that. I'm going to open this up. Y'all can discuss it because I'm through with it after this. I live on the lake. I love to fish over there by Donna's house. The only problem I got is with the garbage or with some other things that go on down there. I think taking the fishing away, and I know this is his baby, but that's why we agree to disagree. Taking the fishing away from the side of the bridge would make us look more stupider than we already look with all this other stuff going on. We're already the laughing stock of some people right now, and I think it'll make us look even worse. All I would like to do is see the people clean up behind themselves, and you can't blame all of them for what a few nasty, no home training having people do. You can't blame all of them. Like I said, you go forward by Donna, take about a 45-degree angle and throw out there as far as you can, you probably catch something about 10 pounds. But I agree with you that it's a mess and it needs to be cleaned up. So I'm with whatever y'all decide to do, but for the record, I'm against us barring all fishing up under the bridges. at least, if you're gonna bar them, at least give them, we got 8 points there up under those bridges. At least give them somewhere to go. There is some people that comes down here from Tyler. I know 2 or 3 of them. They come all the way down here just to fish. Are we worried about the income that they bring in? Oh well, whatever. But it's just a relaxation thing, and they come down here to fish. So I've said what I got to say. Y'all are the council, and let's note this for the last time. The mayor does not have a vote. I'm tired of getting blamed for everything that goes on wrong. I don't have a vote. Y'all decide. So having said that, I'll turn it over to Mayor Pro Tem because this is his baby, and you know where I'm at with it.
Yes, I did write up this ordinance. It was plagiarized off of several sites on the web where other cities have had to attend to this issue. And there are people here who I think would like to speak to this. And if you don't mind, Mayor, I'd like to open up a forum just for the purpose of speaking to us as your representatives as to whether or not you're for or against and what reasoning behind, and try to keep it simple and to the point. And I don't want to get into a badgering, complaining. I like to hear your attitudes about it. But the main concerns I do have is the trashing of our roadside, the safety issues that are involved in us driving out of 155 on from the Coffee Landing Road. We get an obstructed view of the bridge, and if we stick our noses out too far, it gets taken off, and sometimes we are blocked from seeing oncoming traffic. So there's hazards associated, but it is also a very trashy situation. And living here 32 years, I have picked up that road I don't know how many times myself. Is there anybody wish to express a thought as to why we should still extend fishing?
Wait a minute, before you do that, you do realize that we do have an open forum.
Yes, I do, but I'm
today.
attending to this one
That's
point,
fine.
and that's all you're going to speak to, I assume, sir.
Correct.
Please, sir, have your moment.
Well, my name is Riley Standiford, and I live in the High Saw Edition, and I live on the water. And I am the first house next to the bridge, and I have 3 boat ramps, and the trash is a problem. For 14 years I've cleaned it up. But I think it would be against humanity to stop these people from fishing. I have been counting people on that cement out there by the bridge where my house is, and it's averages 10 to 15 people a day on the side I can see, not your side.
Yes, sir.
And I just think it's wrong. I agree, trash is bad, I pick it up, I live with it. And they do, over at the boat ramps, they go to the bathroom, you know, and they gotta go somewhere. But I just think it's wrong to stop these people from fishing. This lake is big, and there's no public places on it to fish, swim. They come to those boat ramps and swim and picnic because there's nowhere to go. And I strongly oppose stopping them. That's all I've got to say. Please don't stop these people. This is America.
Thank you for speaking. Is there anyone else that'd like to speak to this particular situation only?
Yeah, I'm gonna speak.
You already spoke.
No, here's the thing here, I've just found this. No, you got it. This, I have to be fair. This piece of paper here, that is that's the agreement between Coffee City and TxDOT, giving you the authority to do just about what you want to do. So that's what I want to put out there. There's your authority right there. So I gotta be fair on both sides.
Does anybody else wish to speak? Lee?
I'd like to say one thing. I hate that the actions of a few have brought us to have to consider an ordinance. But I personally seen, cars sit and wait for somebody to come up from fishing, roll down their window and dump out an asphalt ashtray right on the road.
Or worse?
I don't like cigarette smoking. I don't, it shouldn't be my job, shouldn't be the city's job to clean it up. Unfortunately, this falls on the city's shoulders, whereas it should have been the founding fathers who built the lake should have made a public place for people to go fish. Okay, we're not really trying to tell people that you can't fish. We're just trying to tell them where you can fish. Okay, it's not that you can't. You just have to go to certain areas other than off the bridge. And I'm sure Lake Palestine Marina down here would be happy for people coming there and pay $5. That pays a fee for somebody to come pick up their trash behind them, and it not be the city involved in it. You advertise in the paper every week. If you, I think $5 a carload, isn't it? That's much cheaper than us paying somebody.
Kilos is $3 all day.
Yeah. I would rather see people, if they can't spend $3 or $5 and clean up, they don't have to clean it up themselves and fish free and just litter up and leave it up for somebody else.
And I
don't think that's
sympathize
right.
with you with the fact that that's a creek there. There's two creeks, those two bridges crosses. It was in that inlet there that formulated the lake. And those are natural migration patterns for the fish to egress and regress in that area. And that allows a better opportunity to be caught. But it is horrible what we have to endure to watch our degradation of our community by the fishing habits of people that come out like that. And after 32 years, I'm at a point where how else do we address it? Now, they do have Adopt a Highway program, and the concerned citizens have been begging to do